abuse. I won't give up or refuse. This is how it feels when you're bent and broken. This is how it feels when your dignity's stolen and everything you love is leaving. You hold on to what you believe in.
The last thing I heard was you whispering goodbye, and then I heard you fly.
No, not gonna die tonight. We're gonna stand and fight forever.
Don't close your eyes.
No, not gonna die tonight. We're gonna fight for us together. No, we're not gonna die tonight. Break their hold.
Hey guys, Legendary Ghidorah here today, and this actually started off as a Godzilla versus Justice League battle, but I was like, you know what? This video is gonna be long. Let's make it more entertaining. So do we have the Earth Defenders, who will be used more on this channel, versus the Justice League? So yeah. So the most powerful teams in comics, then you have the Avengers and Guardians, but you guys get my point, right? So we have Godzilla, Rodan, Batara, Mothra, Titanosaurus, Kumonga, and Anguirus versus Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Shazam, Aquaman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Cyborg, Green Arrow, and the homies, Martian Manhunter. So let's begin. Starting off with the Earth Defenders. The Earth Defenders are basically some of Earth's most powerful monsters. Today we're using the IDW core members of the team. This team was formed basically off of instinct and has been a mainstay team ever since they can overcome more powerful threats, and they just have better odds like that. So yeah, Godzilla is the leader of the team. Godzilla is one of the strongest beings in all of comics. He's been able to beat the Avengers, even suplex monsters and uproot monsters that weigh from 220,000 metric tons to 550 metric tons. He's also incredibly durable, able to take nukes and attacks from the Avengers, even heal from these attacks, which Godzilla's healing factor actually goes down to the molecular level. He also possesses his atomic breath and his atomic pulse, which have both been able to not only destroy planets and stars, but being able to clear out entire cities with one blast. Anguirus is one of the most durable kaiju of all time and is more durable than Godzilla. Can get beaten down to literally near death and heal almost instantly. He possesses his trademark armor, which is impenetrable and adds on to his durability. He has a roll attack, which allows him to not only wreck characters and break the bones of characters like Godzilla and and King Kong, but is also able to pretty much pick up some amazing speed up to at least 500 miles an hour. Then we have Kumonga, a giant spider. Kumonga is actually pretty strong, being able to pull Gigan into his web. Kumonga has also been able to grapple with Gigan, Godzilla, and Megalon on a couple occasions. He's even been able to tackle King Kong and defeat Kamacuras on multiple occasions. Kumonga's webbing is actually very hard to get out of. Even bladed monsters like Gigan have a hard time getting out of it. He also possesses a venomous bite capable of paralyzing and one-shotting other monsters. He's also incredibly durable, being crushed by Monster X, and was able to pretty much get up. He's lost a leg and stuff, but he was still able to get up and heal from that level of damage, meaning he's not only durable on the outside, he's also durable on the inside. So yeah, he has a healing factor as well. Titanosaurus is Godzilla's pretty much aquatic brethren. He stalemated Godzilla under the water, and if that doesn't speak anything, I don't know what will. He's had his arm broken by Godzilla and healed from it. Healed from nuclear explosions, attacks from Mechagodzilla and King Ghidorah. He also possesses a concussive green beam capable of matching Godzilla's atomic breath and decimating entire cities. He's also capable of creating hurricanes powerful enough to wipe out whole cities. Batara is the brother of Mothra, pretty much Mothra's dark half, and is one of the top 4 fastest monsters in the Godzilla universe, being able to move at faster than light speeds while in space and in Earth's atmosphere. Even moves at some types of Mach speeds, even in Earth. Sorry. What I meant to say is Batara is definitely faster than the speed of light, being able to keep up with Mothra. Is able to move through time like Mothra, possesses telepathy and his own distinct beams, capable of one-shotting entire islands. Mothra is the second fastest monster, being capable of moving through time, possesses telepathy, molecular manipulation, even being able to phase through her opponents. She's also a magical being, being able to seal opponents off and seal them away. Rodan is the fastest monster alive, being faster and confirmed being faster than Mothra and Batara, who are both able to move through time under their own speeds. Rodan is casually able to blitz Godzilla, blitz King Ghidorah, and other monsters that are able to not only react and keep up with Mothra, but are able to, pretty much beat these guys in hand-to-hand combat, and who are able to travel through galaxies and solar systems within seconds. Rodan possesses a uranium beam capable of matching pretty much any of Godzilla's attacks, and is able to dish out sonic booms with just a flap of his wings or with his takeoff, which are highly devastating moves. So that's who you have. The most powerful beings in all the comics. One of the most powerful teams in all of comics. The Earth Defenders. But in the other corner, the Justice League. The Justice League is some of the most famous heroes on Earth, okay? They've been able to defeat threats they have no right to, like Darkseid, Despero, Mongol, and Black Adam. Today we're using some of the, core members of the team. Superman is one of the strongest beings in the DC universe. His strength is comparable to Shazam and Martian Manhunter. He's been able to move the Earth alongside Green Lantern and Wonder Woman, and has been able to shake the planet with his punches. He's also durable enough to survive in the heat of stars and exploding black holes. Is fast enough to keep up with the Flash, possesses heat vision comparable to a star, and freeze breath that can freeze intangible opponents. So yeah, Superman is one of the most powerful beings in all of comics. Batman is the chief technician and chief strategist of the Justice League, is one of the most skilled people in DC, comparable to Bronze Tiger, Lady Shiva, and Wildcat. Green Arrow is one of the most accurate people in the DC universe, being able to pretty much snipe people like Deadshot, and has pretty much been able to hit characters like the Flash. Flash is the fastest man alive, the fastest being, or the second fastest being in the DC universe. Yes, we are using Barry Allen for this video. Flash is capable of running many times faster than the speed of light, understands the mechanics of running, is capable of performing many speed type things with the speed force, being able to travel through time, being able to pretty much trap opponents in the speed force, has been able to speed steal and speed give to opponents, which pretty much robs and gives an object or an attack of their momentum, and has been able to perform an infinite mass punch, which hits with the force of a white dwarf star. Aquaman is one of the strongest members of the League as well, being able to battle against Superman and Wonder Woman, even being able to send Superman flying on multiple occasions. He's durable enough and possesses a healing factor to keep up with the likes of Superman and Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is also one of the... Oh, sorry, almost forgot. Aquaman possesses a magical trident. This trident has been able to injure Superman and stab out Darkseid's eyes, which I think speaks hella volumes. Cyborg is not only the chief technician of the team, but he's actually one of the more underrated heroes of the team. He's been able to send Beast Boy flying with his attacks, has been able to take attacks from Beast Boy, Shazam, and Wonder Woman, and possesses cannons and, cannons and pretty much any tech pretty much across the entire world. Probably the entire universe, considering he has apocalyptic tech. He can open boom tubes, which has been able to pretty much be afar anyone or anything, and allows him to teleport around the battlefield. Wonder Woman is one of the strongest members of the League as well, has super strength comparable to Superman and Martian Manhunter. She has been able to beat a possessed and mind-controlled Superman on multiple occasions, and on one occasion Superman wasn't holding back on her, so yeah, she was able to win that fight as well with some high difficulty because she was holding back during that instance. She's also incredibly durable to blunt force and energy attacks, but anything that has piercing ability, yeah, she's able to heal from it because she has a healing factor as well. But yeah, that's one of her main weaknesses is piercing attacks. So yeah, Wonder Woman is also the most skilled member of the League, even put above Superman in terms of fighting. Shazam is one of my favorite heroes in the DC multiverse. You see, Shazam is basically a magic Superman without the heat vision and freeze breath. He possesses the same powers as Superman, super strength, super speed, and super durability, but they're all amplified by the Greek pantheon, which is magic. Shazam is also to amp his attack potency with magical lightning. This magical lightning has been able to knock out Superman and has been able to create black holes on accident. Green Lantern is one of the probably the second most powerful member of the team due to his sheer versatility. We're using Hal Jordan for this fight, people. He's been able to pretty much rock Superman, he's been able to rock Superman, defeat General Zod, and beat Mongol with constructs. Now, yeah, these constructs do sometimes have flaws, but really, they're not easy to break at all. They need like 200 million hits. Nah, I'm just kidding. You need to have Superman level strength, and you need to be able to break them eventually. You'll break it eventually, but don't count on it. So yeah, Hal has incredible versatility and is able to pretty much keep up with the likes of Superman, react to the Flash on multiple occasions, even reverse Flash, and possesses durability of capable of taking attacks from pretty much a dual sun amped General Zod and from the likes of Superman and Wonder Woman. Now, Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter is the most powerful member of the League. He's even been able to restrain the League and beat the League on multiple occasions, you guys. I mean, really. He's been able to one-shot Furnace with his Martian vision, is durable enough to take attacks from the League, and possesses shapeshifting, intangibility, invisibility, and is one of the most powerful telepaths on the planet, being able to pretty much mind rape Gorilla Grodd. Oh, poor monkey boy. Poor monkey. He's even been able to erase the minds of members of the League, even was threatening to kill Ultraman with his telepathy. With a combination of his telepathy and physical might. So, yeah. With that being said, that's who we have. The Justice League versus the Earth Defenders. Now, see, when I thought of this, I was thinking like, Godzilla fought the Avengers. He probably could beat the League on his own in the right conditions. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this in an abandoned metropolis. An abandoned city this time. I know, it's different from the usual location I usually have it, because I always say I use Skull Island 2017, as my main battle point. But just for today, one day only, this video right now, we'll put it in the city where it's pretty much neutral ground. It's an abandoned city, and characters can, the Justice League does not have to worry about civilians like the Avengers did, which is one of the reasons why they lost. So, let's begin. Now, for starters, some people are not factors in this fight. Batman and Green Arrow. Well, I would have to say Green Arrow. For this fight, we'll give Batman his Batwing, okay? Which is, very capable, possesses missiles like any other jet, and is faster than pretty much jets themselves. So yeah, Batman will have his Batwing in this fight, and would definitely be able to do his thing, Get a strategy going and, do something like that. So let's begin. Now, in terms of actual advantages from each team, the Earth Defenders are actually more versatile than the heroes. Now, I know. You guys are probably wondering. Cyborg, Martian Manhunter, and Green Lantern are the most versatile members. Yes, that is true. But you have characters that can do more powers and then add on some. I mean, Mothra pretty much has the same abilities as Martian Manhunter. Super strength, super speed, super durability. But she has so much more on top of that. Magic, telepathy, intangibility, molecular manipulation. And the same goes with Batara, who is actually the exact opposite of Mothra. Possesses dark magic. Being able to do the same things as Mothra, just, he just lacks her speed. Mothra is just faster. He is actually more powerful than Mothra. And then you have pretty much, you kind of have 3 speedsters on the Monsters team in occasion to the Justice League's, main 4, Yeah, Wonder Woman is fast, but actually she ranks, 7th on that list, actually, when it comes to actual straight up speed. Flash is number 2, Superman is number 4, Shazam is actually number 9, which is actually pretty bad. But these guys right here are the actual top 4s of their universe. I've done the research for it, and I've had friends help me do this research. Yeah, these those 3 are pretty much the top 3. If I added Varen, then Varen would just, be he would also be in the top 4. Actually, Varen would be the 3rd fastest on that list. So yeah, when it comes to straight up speed, the league is actually going to be surprised. A lot more surprised than you'd expect. Because you don't think a giant moth and a giant pteranodon are going to be moving at faster than light speeds. But yeah, they are. They're that fast. Now, like I said, some people are not going to be a factor in this fight. Green Arrow's out, Batman is out, and if I'm really being honest, Flash is out. Yeah. Flash is definitely out with some moderate difficulty. Because here's the thing, though. Flash could probably do a number of things. He could probably speed steal. I don't think he could trap them in the Speed Force, because he's never done it to pretty much creatures of this extent, creatures that big. Plus, these monsters have been able to bust out of dimensions with just, sheer power. And it'd be scary and probably just, probably just a bad idea in general just to put them in the Speed Force. Mothra could pretty much teleport them out of it, honestly. Then you have Rodan, who pretty much rivals the Flash and Silver Surfer in terms of speed. Yes, that Rodan speed video is coming out, you guys. Please, just give me some time. COVID-19 has not been fun, okay? It has not been fun, okay? So, yeah, Rodan video, speed video, still coming out. So, yeah, give me some time, okay? So, yeah, you have the likes of Rodan, Mothra, and Batara, who are pretty much more powerful than the Flash in a way. Rodan's speed is just as capable of keeping up with Flash, even though I would say Flash is probably the faster one, but Rodan has enough speed to keep up with the Flash and unleash a uranium beam, pretty much, ending it right then and there. Then you have Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter versus Mothra or Batara is definitely a fight I would love to do. Maybe in a separate video. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll see if I have the time to do it. But, yeah. that is pretty much a stalemate, especially if they lock in a telepathic battle. Mothra's resistance and telepathy is pretty much second to none. She's definitely on par and capable of battling against Martian Manhunter. Green Lantern versus Batara, definitely an interesting fight. Godzilla versus Superman. Oh boy, I bet you guys were thinking that would be the crux to this video. Ha, yeet. You can have Anguirus or Kumanga against Cyborg or Shazam. And then you have Titanosaurus pretty much going against Wonder Woman, okay? That's kind of what it would be at the end of the day, but yeah, I do think the Earth Defenders are just a lot more powerful than the League. I mean, let's really break it down. Aquaman versus, well, let's throw him against Anguirus. His Trident's not going to be very effective. Yeah, it'll probably budge Anguirus and get his attention. But once Anguirus starts rolling, you know, he's not going to let Aquaman even get the light of day. He's not going to let Aquaman, you know, get up or run. Aquaman is fast when he's, you know, has water on land or something. But take that away, you know, he's not a slowpoke, but, you know, he's not moving 600 miles an hour, okay? Yeah, sure, he can definitely deflect and definitely send Anguirus flying, but he's not on the same strength caliber as characters like Destroyer, Mechagodzilla, or Godzilla and King Ghidorah themselves. Anguirus has survived beatings from those guys and has gotten back up to win those fights. So, yet again, Aquaman versus Anguirus is kind of a, you know, favor for the monsters. Kumanga versus Cyborg. You know, Cyborg really doesn't have much to dish out against Kumanga. These monsters, or pretty much any of the monsters, honestly, these monsters have taken pretty much similar things, like attacks that pretty much go down to the molecular level, attacks and pretty much weapons powered by black holes. So that kind of stuff really doesn't phase them or bother them. Plus, Kumanga's webbing has held stronger and heavier monsters. Cyborg could get wrapped up in there, and then Kumanga could probably just step on him, crush him. At that point, done. Godzilla versus Superman. Woo! That is a long fight. That is definitely going to be a hard fought fight for either one. Honestly, I do think Superman would probably win at the end of the day because of speed and, you know, pretty much speed. Honestly, speed and greater combat skill. Honestly, you have other monsters running around that will aid Godzilla. I mean, this is honest. Okay, so Flash is out. Aquaman, Batman, definitely Green Arrow are out. Okay, let's go with that. Then you have Rodan pretty much going in, and, you know, you see Godzilla struggling. You know, Godzilla gets his hits in, definitely unleashes a nuclear pulse, and then, you know, Superman gets up, starts playing around, literally starts blitzing around Godzilla, you know, doing his Imperiex probe, his Mongol type combat maneuvers. But then you have Rodan. The guy is definitely faster than Superman, in my opinion. So, you know, please respect that. The guy's definitely faster in terms of straight up raw speed. Rodan going in, blitzing the mess out of Superman. Combine that and, you know, Rodan pretty much is going to hit harder because of the sonic boom he creates even on impacts with other monsters, even when he flies. You know, that thing is just, you know, sorry about that. My mouth. Well, let me take this sip real quick and I'll explain my reasoning. So like I was saying, Rodan is definitely faster than Superman in straight up raw speed. I mean, he's faster than Mothra and Batara. Guys who can literally move through time and space just by, you know, their own power alone. He's faster than that. That kind of speed, plus Godzilla's strength and his atomic breath, plus the fact that Superman has a small, you know, vulnerability to radiation to the point where it drains him. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Superman will go down eventually. Green Lantern versus Batara, definitely again another stalemate. But then again, you have Killmonger running around. Hal's busy, distracted flying with Killmonger. I'm sorry, flying around, blasting, having a good dogfight. I think that would be a really interesting dogfight with Batara and, against Batara. And then he gets caught in a web. Killmonger just goes like, oh, shoot. Then Batara decides to do whatever he wants, manipulates his molecules, seals him into the ground, seals him away, contains him, drains his energy, that sort of stuff. Then, you have Shazam versus Titanosaurus. Again, I think Shazam will win that one. Honestly, I think it'd be a hard fought fight. Billy's definitely not winning that one easily. But like I said earlier, you still have other monsters running around. He could get blindsided pretty much by Anguirus. And then, Titanosaurus can hit him with a hurricane to throw off his patterns, throw off his movements, throw him off his course, basically. Then, they could just knock him out, stump him into the ground, or pretty much do anything he wants at that point. And then that just leaves you with Martian Manhunter and Mothra. Like I said, they will probably have a telepathic battle. Whoever will win that battle, I really don't know. I mean, honestly, Martian Manhunter would be the most challenging threat here. He can even shapeshift to their size. I mean, really, just imagine that. Martian Manhunter turning into a giant monster and fighting all these guys. Oh, man, that would be impressive. Matter of fact, let's say he does that, because that is just what I do. Let's use the imagination here. So what if he actually does that? Well, these guys do have their bread and butter fighting giant monsters. Martian Manhunter definitely is different than the other monsters. Arguably just as powerful as characters like Monster X, King Ghidorah, and Destroyer, and Vegeta. Definitely more powerful than Vegeta in my opinion, but But yeah, but at the end of the day, these guys have the versatility, the numbers, and the abilities to put him down. Possibly kill him, maybe, I don't know. I think they could. Maybe that type of Dragon Ball father-son type of stuff. So yeah, at the end of the day, you guys, the League is kind of outpowered here. I mean, Batman and Green Arrow aren't really factors. Aquaman gets down pretty quickly. Flash, you take him away, there's not much they can really do. And then, the dominoes just keep on falling. Wonder Woman falls, Superman falls, Shazam, then Green Lantern, and then Martian Manhunter. So, at the end of the day, the Earth Defenders win. But let me know what you guys think. Please comment down below, like, subscribe, or dislike, and share with your friends. If you have a request, please leave it down below. This is Legendary Ghidorah, and I wish you guys a blessed day. Peace.